Welcome to another video. My name is Telisha and I make videos about frugal living, saving money and personal finance. If you like videos like this, please consider liking and subscribing. I would really love to have you here as part of the Frugal family. In today's video, we're going to talk about not so frugal mistakes that frugal people make. I'm a frugal person and I make some of these mistakes and I want to share them with you so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. If you're planning on living a frugal life, then I want to share with you these mistakes that you can avoid. Even though you want to save money, you don't have to be making the same mistakes. The first one, mistake number one, is thinking that you have to buy junk food. Junk food. Food that is cheap. You don't have to buy food that is cheap. You have to buy food, quality food that you can afford. This is where the whole budgeting thing comes in, where you know how much money you have to budget and you don't always have to buy the cheapest item in the store. Sometimes being frugal, you think that you have to buy the cheapest item. You have to buy junk and eat food that doesn't have a lot of nutrients, that comes out of a can, that doesn't look good, that's cheap. That's really processed and high in sodium and all these other chemicals that you shouldn't be putting into your body. No, you don't. Don't make the mistake thinking that you have to buy the cheapest junk food out there. You don't. The second not so frugal mistake is misusing coupons. If you have a coupon, you think that you need to buy the item. Using the coupons just because you have them. No, you don't. You don't have to spend money just because you have money or just because you have a coupon. Think if you really need the item or not before taking your money out of your wallet or swiping that credit card or swiping your debit card. Ask yourself, do you really need the item? Sometimes we see all these coupons and we get excited thinking about how much money we're going to save in the long run. The third not so frugal mistake is to buy the cheapest item. Do not buy the cheapest item. Buy the item that is of quality. Because I'm telling you, if you constantly buy the cheapest item, you're going to have to keep going back to buy the same item over and over and over. And if you add all that money up, it's going to cost more than buying the quality item. I've taught myself to buy quality over quantity a long time ago. And even though it takes me some time to save up, I save up and I buy the quality item. Especially when it comes to big purchases like your bedroom set, your fridge, your TV, electronics, things that you know you're going to use for the next 5 years, 10 years, for the rest of your life. Buy quality items because these items are going to last you over a longer period of time. The fourth not so frugal mistake is doing all the repairs yourself. Now, I'm a big fan for DIY. Don't get me wrong. I love DIY. But there is a limit. If you cannot do it yourself, don't. Because you're just going to make the problem worse and you're going to put yourself in more cost. If you know you are not capable of doing it, don't try. Because you're going to make the situation worse. You know your limits and you know your capabilities. If you can do it, go ahead. But if you can't, don't try and make the situation worse. Find an alternative. Find somebody who can help you. Before you try, maybe watch some tutorials, watch some videos, practice before you start fixing or doing it yourself and causing more harm than good. And the fifth not so frugal mistake is not doing anything at all. If you have the skill, use it. If you know how to fix something, then fix it. If you know how to cut your own hair, cut your own hair. This is going to save you money. If you have the skill, use your skill to benefit you. Use your skill to help you save money because in the long run, it is your money that you are spending. So if you have the skill, use it. Don't call for someone to come and do something that you can do for yourself. This is what I do. If I have the skill in a specific task, I try to do it myself. But I know my limits. If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to call somebody that knows how to do it. But if I do know how to do it, I'm going to try. And the sixth not so frugal mistake is overbuying bulk purchases, overdoing it with the bulk items, thinking that we're going to buy and use for years and years, because sometimes products, they expire, they go off. 6 months to a year is enough, but buying products or vegetables or canned foods that can last you over a year, I think is a bit overdoing it. But give yourself a time frame. If you're a stockpiler, stockpile for 3 to 6 months. That's a good time frame, but longer than that, you shouldn't focus on perishable products. Rather focus on items that you do not need to eat. Items like non-perishables that can last for a long period of time. And the seventh not so frugal mistake is not budgeting for fun. Everybody needs to have fun in their life. We only live once, and this is where the big confusion comes in. You don't have to live a super frugal life to be frugal and save. Yes, you can live a frugal life, but give yourself that grace. Give yourself that time where you can enjoy yourself with your family, because at the end of the day, we want to spend time with our family. We want to make memories. And you can do this by not breaking the bank. Think about ways that you can spend time with your family without costing a lot of money. Give yourself money for enjoyment. Allocate a budget for yourself every month for family time, for takeout, for enjoyment, things that you really love. Do not restrict yourself, because when you restrict yourself, you're going to end up forcing yourself to cut out frugal living completely, because you're going to feel restrained. You're going to feel restricted. And when we feel restricted, we tend to break away from these things that hold us down. Frugal living shouldn't hold you down. Frugal living should help you to improve your life. So give yourself that little bit of money that you need to help you feel like you're having fun, to help you to feel relaxed, to help you feel better about your life. Because at the end of the day, we want to be happy. We want to live in peace. We want to have freedom. We want to have financial freedom. And how do you achieve that? It's by having a balanced lifestyle. Nobody should ever try to live in extremes of either way. You shouldn't be extremely frugal, and you shouldn't be the opposite of being extremely lavish, because both ways is not a balance. To have a balanced, healthy, happy lifestyle, you need to balance all areas of your life. Whether it's your money, whether it's your health, whether it's learning, whether it's doing something new, you have to have a balance in your life. If you like videos like this, please consider liking and subscribing, hitting that bell notification to get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. I will see you in the next one. You can click on my playlist right here. It will take you into my video about how you can start frugal living.